Greetings, one and all. Another Stargods vlog brought to you by moi. Yeah, it's nice to know I'm the least rated YouTube channel on the internet. People don't want the truth. People don't want to hear truth. This is not really compatible with the public, the information I give. Truth is a bitter pill to swallow, and it hurts. Truth hurts. They don't want that. Talk about the Kardashians. You know, like, you know, that's what people are only interested in: drugs, sex, rock and roll, which is what the communists propagate all throughout the media now. I I want to say there's two types of people in the world. One who want to be left alone, and the other is people that will never leave them alone. Never going to have them. They're going to keep on them about the vaccinations, because we've been suffering through some kind of red Chinese poisoning that they call flu. If you look in the paper and you ever come across something like, yeah, X town, hundreds of people in the emergency ward with flu-like symptoms, or yeah, and then it's not the flu. It's not the flu. Flu-like means it's not the flu. You've been given an experimental poison by the government, and they take notes, and that's a whole different story. They've sprayed over schools with children, and they got sick by the toxins, and then they called it a new strain of flu. Okay, so I shan't go on because I always do these intros that are too long. It's already 2 minutes. So, anyways, if they're nagging you about the vaccine, just say, well, can you guarantee me there's no adverse long-term after effects? Because it really hasn't been that long since the vaccines have been out. Anyways, they're probably. I noticed the officials that Biden's got are Chinese. They got China here in Canada. They have Chinese officials that make the rules for this virus. Are they red Chinese? I don't know. Something don't look right. So, anyways, I want to talk about this channel. 3 minutes. Oh my god! So this will probably be a 45-minute video. Just letting you know ahead of time. Just get get out some snacks. Get your coffee. Get some. Uh, Yeah, just get some snacks, some good snacks like deep fried cow oysters. Moo. So, you farm people will know what I'm talking about. Okay, so, anyways, there's this channel, and you best get there because if you. There's a lot of red pill fakers out there that the red pill is conspiracy theory. Oh, I learned today that Obama was a bad guy. A bad guy. Because you just is a notch above sheeple yourself. So, and then these are the guys that go around. They think they're just big, huge pools of knowledge. When they go around, 9/11 was an inside job. It's like church now. Alex Jones is your pastor. Oh, his site is awful now. He used to be on the razor's edge of the latest news and discovered documents and stuff. Now he's no better than the Sun paper or whatever. I mean, he's worse than CNN. There's just nothing there. It's just CNN's headlines keep him in business now. Anyhow, if you're a red pillar, or a red pill taker, red pill head, what do you call something? So, anyways, and you're into conspiracies, you know nothing. You know nothing. You've fallen for the biggest Trojan horse ever, the red Trojan horse. Human, manipulated and everything by the Decepticons, the government Decepticons. They give you a little fish bait, eh? They give you a little something, you know. They like Jeffrey Epstein. Where's he? Where's that general that was in trouble? General Milley. Where's he? Where's Hillary? Where they do that? They make the biggest headlines out of all these little incidences, and then the cone of silence comes down. That's the end of it. Where are they all? And I don't get it. Where are they? Um, where do I begin here? So there's a channel that if you want red pill material, then you take it like a man. Go to, well, I hope I get this right. It's a very long name. Uh, Frontal? No. Forever Conscious Research. There you're going to find the real truth. And the real truth, the most important truth of all, what happens when we die. They've been lying and deceiving us about church. They've lied, they've twisted, they manhandled, they butchered, they cut and paste the Bible. Oh no, Satan can't touch that. That belongs to God because God wrote it. God couldn't sleep one night. And he just sat down and he wrote it all out. What a bunch of crap. The man wrote the Bible, period. Period. Who wrote the Bible? An octopus? Who wrote the Bible? And even the Bible says in Jeremiah 8, verse 8, beware of the lying pen of the scribes. Wake up. Oh, no. God loves us. I knew I shouldn't have worn the striped panties today. Look it up. Look it up. Jeremiah 8, verse 8, beware of the lying pen of the scribes. So even Jehovah, he's what's that called? There's a name for it. Stockholm Syndrome. He's the god of Stockholm Syndrome. Oh, praise, he's a madman. Read your Old Testament and read it with open eyes, and you'll just see, holy. So the big question of the day is what happens when we die? Because they're going to massage and Decepticon everything, even the Bible. It was written by the inspiration of God. Well, Benny Hinn writes books under the inspiration of God. Are they going to dig them up in 2,000 years and go, whoa, it's the Word of God, the eternal living God? Oh, hell, Benny Hinn. Do the Hinn. I just, unbelievably how stupid people are. They're absolutely Stockholm Syndrome about everything. The lies in archaeology and medicine and science and space, lie after lie after lie. Everything's deception. And people go, oh no, there was this guy on TV and he said, blah, 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 blah. Little chatty catty. And people just fall for everything. So you think they're not going to attempt to deceive you about the afterlife? Go to full front. Conscious research forever. It's too long. My brain, I'm done. Chemtrails, he is so smart. This guy he is the king of critical thinking. He takes these stories and he puts them up and he comments on people's testimonies about the afterlife. Yeah. I saw Jesus. And Jesus hugged me. And I said, Jesus, I love you, but your hug is getting a little suspiciously long here. They see Jesus or they see their loved ones. Anything. I got a little tip for you. This is this is what you must know. When you get out there, I don't care if it's your dead father, your dead papa. I don't care if it's anybody that's dead that you just admired so much. If any of them in your family, any of them are angels or Jesus, clip, clap, clip, here comes Jesus. I don't care what you think about any of them or whatever. If any one of them tells you that you've got to go back, they're archons. They're archons. They want you back. There's millions and millions of people dying now at an ever increasing rate, and they're losing their loosh. They're losing their food. Loosh is the negative energy that's expressed through pain, suffering, sorrow, horror, malevolent treatment, terror, pure evil, misery, suffering, depression. All that gives off this energy like fumes, eh? This is called loosh, and this is what they feed off of there. They don't want you up there. They want you down on the earth and get those teats happening. Get that energy going, man. I'm getting high, babe. It's absolutely essential that you feed them. Now, there are different factions that want to exterminate us off the face of the map, but that's a lot of loss in loosh. So there's a turf war happening right now. Those who want to eliminate the entire population, those who want to get it down to 500 teats to milk every day. Fear, misery. Oh, yeah, yeah, look at this. Depression in your eye. Ha ha ha, hee hee hee, in the mile. So I definitely can't remember the lyrics to that song, but I want to say that if you go up there, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Jehovah, the Jewish God of war, vengeance, and wrath. He says you got to go back. You're not going back. You become the power. They all have this guilt trips. You know, they all, oh, Earth is a school. Oh yeah, yeah, Earth is a school. Try to tell the prisoners of Sing Sing that they're not in a prison, they're in a school. They're there to learn love and tolerance. And those people won't survive for, they'll be, they'll have their throats cut in what, 5 minutes or less. But it works when you get up there and you see the light, you feel the light, the light. All you have to do is get somebody with a flashlight. Oh, Jesus, Jesus. No, their job is, they're called the schoolers. I call them the schoolers, the the fools. And what they do is they give you a life review. They give you a life. It's so beautiful. I saw my whole life. Yeah, because they want you to feel guilty. So they're going through your life's journey and they're like, oh, look at this one. This is when you got mad at your wife and you slapped her and she suffered headaches for the rest of her life. It's because you need to go back and make amends because she's reincarnated now. So you can reincarnate into her life's journey and make up for, Thank you, doctor. Uh, they'll try and get you, they're looking for guilt. And so they can get you, and regret and make you feel shameful so that you'll go back and replenish their supply systems. Grow a whole big chest full of teats. Okay, you understand? Come on, boys. Have some fear energy and guilt energy. They don't want you to know that you're all powerful. And they try to pretend that they love you so much because love is the biggest deception there is. Well, we love you. Go back. We care about you. They want you to go back. They don't want you to get past the doors. They have the keys, all the keys to all the locks of all the doors, and they will not let you through. but they can't stop you. But they can deceive you, like Adam and Eve was deceived. Remember? Um, they'll deceive you. They'll say, "Oh, that girl you said was ugly. Well, she's been to a psychiatrist for years now because of you. I gotta go back." Or you're special. Playing on the ego. You've got to go back, man. You got to complete your journey, your mission. You'll have even the source will come down to you and say, "Hey, pal, come here. It's not your time. You've got to go back." No, you don't have to go back. If you decide you're going to stay, you tell them. And there's been lots of cases where people are talking about, "I wanted to stay, but they wouldn't let me. They kept pushing me." They get to a point where they almost lose their cool. They lose their temper. They want you back, and that's the whole thing. And then there's this school, school, and I'll go to school, and you learn how to love, and you learn how to tolerate, and you learn not to go back. You understand? So the school, and they talk about flat screen TVs in school with seats and everything. Give me a break. Oh my God. And it's all about learning to be compassionate and godlike. No, 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 no. And they wipe your memory clean. When you go back, get your memory cleaned. And even when you're up there, your memory's wiped out. Kind of sounds like DMT. That's another approach, but because that memory fades, DMT is responsible for memory fading. You have a DMT trip, you have to write it down, or it's like the same thing as a dream. You have to write it down or lose it. So they want you down here, and they want you servient under their archonic government control systems and religion. It's another control. It's a power and control device that they use on us all the time. Every time the government's in trouble, they send out the love people. I've lived through it. The Vietnam War, the country was falling apart. Even here in Canada, we had mass riots. We had explosions at the universities. The youth weren't going to take it because they weren't stupid like they are today. Back then we took a stand. And what did they do? What did the government do? They send in the hippies. Love, love. And then we had the Jesus freaks after that. After the first phase, the second phase came in, the Jesus freaks. Nobody talks about them. Oh no, you got to show love. Jesus said, turn the other cheek. Love your enemies. Is that what he did when he went into the temple? You have made my father's house a den of thieves. Get out! He went berserk. Was that loving your enemies? I don't love psychopaths, and I don't care what that Bible says, okay? I do not adhere myself or identify myself with any psychopath. We all got to come into unity. Got to hold hands. Come on now, people. Smile on your brother. Everybody get together. Try to love one another right now. Yeah, I love that redhead down the street there. It's all about love. Turn the other cheek. Well, Jesus didn't. What about the Jesus of Revelation? He doesn't sound like he's full of love, does it? They always do that, and they send the Jesus freaks in, say, "Oh, Jesus forgives." So if a guy's breaking into your home, he's pounding the door down, he's got a knife between his teeth, he's got a gun in his holster. You're not going to deal with that situation. You're not going to get your hunting rifle to protect your wife and kids. No, that's a sacrifice you're going to make for love. Can you feel the love? Oh, the love boat has come. I'm just absolutely, not only am I horrified, It's scary stuff that people believe this Stockholm Syndrome religion crap. And Jesus loves me, this I know, 'cause the Bible tells me so. Hey, how you doing? You loving Jesus? You know, you don't believe in Jesus? You're gonna. They turn into the Hulk. You're gonna burn. And I'm gonna worship a God who's taken my grandmother. Let's make it personal. My grandmother is the sweetest, dearest, kindest grandmother ever. Loved people. I've got to accept now that God took her to a pit, poured gas on her, and set her on fire forever and ever. Amen. For the glory of God. And if you don't believe in his tortured, beaten, and slaughtered son, the guilt's on you, you know. And then people say, oh, it is so dim in here. Okay, so, and then people, they believe in a God that a God that slept with a human woman named Mary. Hey, Mary, want to make some fun tonight? You want a little baby Jesus to have? You know, like, oh, and he tells us you can be stoned to death for having an affair. He stole another man. She was betrothed to Joseph, and he's telling, his angels are telling Joseph to stand down, walk away, ignore it. Shut the door when you go too. Wow, that is real Stockholm Syndrome religion. Gotta get that old time Stockholm religion. Give me that old time Stockholm. You know, don't believe in anything. Make any excuse ever, 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 ever. Anyways, if you go to, uh, now what was it? No, Forever Conscious Research. Doctor, I'm in trouble here. Oh, good old Chinese vaccines. Take vaccine or die. You know, and then comes the superior officer. You not wear a red star hat. I forgot. Back of the head. All the good times are rolling, man. When Biden gets that red train a coming, yeah, oh, glory, God sent Joe Biden. Anyways, people are really, really suckers for everything. And you think they're not going to deceive you about the afterlife? They deceive you about everything of existence on earth. You think for 1 minute they're not going to deceive you about the afterlife? There's one thing they go out of their way to apparently from all these reports, if they're real, they go out of their way to convince you to go back. And they come up with all these reasons. Why? Because they can't force you to go back. Because you are in control. You can get up there and kick their ass. You know, don't start coming back and growing teats. You know? Oh my goodness. I'm on a mission. I shouldn't have done that. uh, you know what I mean? It's just all that. I mean, I'm going to look at my notes here and make sure I didn't forget something. Yeah, it's all about love, love, love. There's nothing you can do that can be done. It's all love, love. Love your enemies. Put down your rifles. Well, if they did that, 1776 would have never happened. The American Revolution would never exist today. And there would be no America or no free nation. Well, it was free for a very, very short time. Okay, now I mean, and they talk about colors over there, and that's what you hear from people that have done DMT. The colors were so real, and that world is more real than this world, is what they say on DMT. So there's some DMT connections there that should be looked at. Anyways, this guy. Oh, what's his name? I just forget. Anyways, the guy there opens up a can of worms, and you best take a good hard look at it and go into your critical mode thinking. And he does it so very, very well. Get to that channel, or you're not a real red pillar or pill taker or whatever. I don't know. I got to come up with some new lingo like jib, jab, jib. Did you get the jab, jib? Yeah, yeah, jib here. I got the jab. Little kids thing. Little kids. Jib, jib. Anyways, what is it here? Oh, free will. You don't have free will. They don't. When you're down here, you have no free will. You got to worship their serpent god. Well, no, serpents are not all that evil. When you look into the old history books, it hasn't been erased yet. Um, yeah, no, and they wipe your memory because we're all here because we got fooled. We got a con job, a car salesman. We died and we believed the car salesman. We believed the archon. We kissed their feet and we came back because we're special. Woo! You gotta make amends, man. You gotta get down there, smoke a little Joe, and then just make amends, man. Um, yeah, we all got conned. We all fell for the big con and we came down here. But we had our memory erased because if we remembered our past lives and how much we suffered in the past life, we would not come back to Earth. And their quota would drop. Anyways, the schoolers are out there to convince you, oh no, you're still a bad man. You got to go back. You got to make amends for what you've done. Like, no, I'm done because I've learned. I have learned. You people, keep your mouth shut or I will destroy you. You know, up there, we have all the power. We have all the power on earth, so they better keep their mouths shut. And, the reason I'm here is because I fell for it. Uh, there was an incident. I had a sample, a full recovery of a past life I had. Boy, if I had known that, I wouldn't have come here. And it was unbelievable. And when you remember all the sickness and suffering and all the malevolent torture we go through on this earth, if we remembered that, we never come back. So we've been recycling for thousands and thousands of years, giving the milk, of loosh. This is it's an energy farm. This is a farm, and plus the archons are playing this game called dualism, where they start out in a good, wholesome world and they destroy everything till they get to the point where they eliminate all life on this earth, animals and humans, all destroyed, all gone, all exterminated. Like, what was it? Jehovah in the Bible exterminates 2.5 million people in the Bible. Satan must be a lot more worse, eh? 10 people. I don't know. I don't know what I've been told. So, and go to the site. Go to the site. Conscious research. Go to the site. The guy's a brainiac. I mean, his critical thinking is really superb. Because these are questions I had too. It didn't make sense, Go back or look to the light. Look to the light. I mean, it's all a con job. No, they won't let you through the door. You go back. You go back. No, you kick the door down. You kick the door down. And you follow me, you back off, or you will be punished. because you're in control. You have the free will sovereignty that you deserve. But no, most people, this is the saving knowledge. It's not Jesus saved me. No, this knowledge will save you. And this is what the Gnostics, Christians taught. You get this knowledge that the world is an illusion. It doesn't, it's all an illusion. It's all in here, man. Uh, if if you go to a psychiatrist and the psychiatrist hypnotizes you into believing that you were abducted by a UFO, studies have shown you will never convince that person that they were hypnotized to believe that, and they will never believe it didn't happen. They'll never believe you. They'll never, in fact, they'll curse you. They'll never believe it. It's called artificial memories. I believe when I came here or sent to this prison, this domed flat earth prison, because you can get a real good hologram from a flat surface, not a round surface, a surface. You don't get holographic projections from round surfaces. You get them from a flat, as in flat earth. Um, wow. Now I forgot what I was going to say again. Anyways, this is a prison, and it's not a school. I'm learning. Yeah, my little girl, she was raped, and she's 6 years old, and she was raped and beaten and mutilated and chopped into little pieces and buried out in a shallow grave. God works in mysterious ways. What's God doing when that happened? Oh, there's Jesus. My time isn't yet. Yeah, my time is sorry. I can't help you, little girl. Jesus, Jesus, save me. Imagine that during World War One and World War Two, how many people cried and wept for Jesus. No, my appointed time is not here. And then, and so, people that have had their loved ones slaughtered, then there's one guy, Jesus is coming. Cheer up, Jesus is coming. You, you know, I can't believe it's to the point where it's hysterical. They claim to have the love of Jesus. Yes, they do. And when you tell them you don't believe in Jesus, oh my goodness. You're gonna burn. The flashlight comes on. You're gonna burn for what you've done. What have I done? You disagreed with me. So, uh, yeah, none of us agreed. But everybody's unenlightened. They don't know the truth, the saving knowledge that the Gnostics talked about, the saving knowledge that this is not real. This is all an hallucination. Probably DMT is connected somehow. I know that. And we're here to suffer. We're lambs to the slaughter. They win the game when we're all dead. Lambs to the slaughter. And so this is where the psychopaths come in. They bring about this horrible evil into the world. And then everybody's just being milked, for their loosh milk. Anyways, these school people get really nasty. They almost lose their temper. They get really kind of, when you don't want to go back because they know they can't force you to go back. Everything is based on our will. And I don't know what to say. Okay. Okay, what is it? I'm just looking here and I can't read. Oh, and they say it's all about love. Just run. But that's what the real salvation is. What I'm giving you is knowledge of true salvation. You get out there and you go, We will not let you through to the other side. I think there's us. There's some kind of astral school system, and then there's the doors, and then beyond the doors is the true, uh, the true reality. And I'm not sure what that is, but I know we have our own freedom and liberty once we get through those doors. You know, you can't go to the door and say, uh, "Open up, please." No. But you promised in the Bible that, you come knocking, and if we let you, yeah, all this jibber jabber stuff that I'm confusing myself even. That's not going to get you in. Jesus ain't going to get you in through the other thing. Jesus isn't salvation. Jesus, the metaphor of Jesus, like Tony the Tiger, and Frosted Flakes. Tony the Tiger was the mascot for the real thing, Frosted Flakes, because Frosted Flakes are real. Tony isn't. Tony leads you to. I had another better example, but I can't think. Tony leads you to Frosted Flakes. Jesus is a mythical hero of a mythical story, leading us to what is real. Christ, the divine spark within us, the power within us, the power of the universe is in it. And when we die, we release this cocoon, and they're in trouble. They don't want you up there. They don't want you catching on. They don't want you snooping. They want you enslaved and tortured on the earth here. But I'm not good enough. I have to be beaten. I have to be beaten. Beat me, government. Beat me, Big Daddy. Beat me, Dave. Beat me hard. Like 2 scoops of raisins. Um, Anyways, now you have those who have listened now have a choice to make, because this is the saving knowledge. It's not saving knowledge of Jesus Christ. It's the saving knowledge of the truth, the divine, and the spark that is within you at this very moment that you release at the moment of death. Or that could be lies too. I don't know, but that's what I believe in. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But this is my belief system. I don't have to run to a little book and look it up in the manual of life. I just know. I feel this is true. And go to forever conscious research. Look it up. Use your little fingers. I'm so tired now. And go there. Look them up. These are some of the most important things to consider. If you have the red pill in you, you've taken the red pill, then this is what you do. But if you've taken the fake red pill, watered down with conspiracy theories and all this and all that, then you're not going to make it. You're going to fall for the lies. After you die, you're going to take in all the lies. Yeah, I got to go back. I got to tell everybody. I got to go back. My mission is to tell everybody 9/11 was an inside job. Yeah. Glory to the Lord. You know, or you gotta go back. It wasn't your time. Really, if they say that, say why? Why? Give me details. I want some details. No, just shut up and go back. You know. But anyways, get to this site. I can't. I could say it a million more times. Get to this site, and if you really have taken the red pill, you'll be blown away. You'll just be blown away. Uh, the guy's critical thinking capacity is bar none. I mean, he can dissect anything. What really clued me, the very first show, he was going through some guy's testimony about the other side and stuff, and he said it was about animals and afterlife and all that. And the guy said, "Oh, and then I was told we were allowed to do this," and I went, "Ding! Allowed? Allowed? What kind of power structure now are we talking about?" He caught on it too, and I went, "Yeah, he got it." He was saying, "Well, what do you mean allowed? Where's our liberty?" And I went, "Yeah." I was hooked on the shows. I mean, I try to watch it, but they're very. I will admit they are kind of long, and maybe you hear bits here, bits there. Well worth it. Well worth it. You get your arse down there now, or you're a liar because you didn't take the red pill. And if you really want the truth, this is the truth. This is the jagged pill you have to swallow. I mean, this is, and I'll stress it again. You want truth, you want knowledge, you want a supreme God that knows everything. Look in your mirror. Even though our memory is wiped clean, like Adam and Eve's memory was wiped clean, um, stuff can still trickle through if you put out the effort. Some, but if you knew, if you went, if you died, would you come back to this earth if you remembered the way it is now? But it's okay. Joe Biden's got hairy legs. The kids love rubbing his hairy legs. You know, should be, no, forget an ambulance. Bring in the SWAT team. He's up there in the second floor. Come out with your hands up. Or bringing in a razor. Okay, so like I said, it was going to be about 45 minutes. It's about 45 minutes now. But, I don't know, or you can watch all this other YouTube goop crap. You know, all this slug crap. The Decepticons are everywhere. They've sliced and diced the Bible. They've sliced and diced the meaning by changing language. They've erased our history. We know nothing about where we come from, who we are. We know nothing because we are a threat. We are a potential threat. We don't have to bow down to them, but they keep us deceived constantly. You're not worth it. You're not good enough for heaven. Blah blah blah. Go back. Go back. You know. Well, get. You know what I mean. Get fudged. Oh, you can't say fudge. So, anyways, there you go. Enough said. And I don't know, if you keep taking the blue pill, you're never going to make it to paradise. Paradise is beyond the doors, and they are the doorkeepers. They are the gatekeepers. They will not let you in, but they can't stop you. If you decide not to go back and to go enter through the doors, they can't stop you. And they'll huff and they'll puff and they'll threaten to blow your house in. And you just laugh. You just laugh at them. And then they'll appear as a great monster. The devil's behind that door. Woo-hoo, boring. So, I don't know what to tell you. We all came here, and this has been going on for thousands and thousands of years. I believe the earth goes through phases, goes through cycles, but has never been destroyed. The earth has never been destroyed, completely destroyed. Um, then we rebuild. That's the game. And then the evil ones, the archons, like. And then Paul says, the apostle, I don't call him Paul, he wasn't an apostle. Paul in the Bible, chapter 13 of Romans, says that we must submit ourselves to the archons, because ruler is translated archon, and we must submit to them and to their will and not fight back, because the God of vengeance, the Jewish God of vengeance, wrath, and war will put us in hellfire for eternity. Read it. Can you feel it? Can you dig the love, man? I dig the love. I cried. I cried. And then I saw a vision of Jesus, and Jesus gave me a big hug and a smack on the lips. It doesn't work that way. Wake up, wake up, wake up from your fairy tale existence. Get to what it's really, get to that site. I can't. 44. I can't nag enough. Get to the site and listen to what he's saying and get this message out. This is the saving message that will save your eternal life. You want paradise. You don't want a fake heaven where you're learning, just like here, you're learning here. You're learning how to suffer through intense cruelty and unbelievable horror. Yes, it's to teach you a lesson. It's not a lesson. 1 and 1 equals 2 is a lesson. Not if you say the wrong answer, you're gonna burn. You're gonna burn. I beg you to burn. Come on, baby, light my fire. That's Jehovah when as he's throwing the matches in. Come on, baby, light my fire. You know. Well, I hope he's happy with bad Christians are so dumb and stupid. Did you know Jehovah had a wife in the Bible? It's in the Bible, Ashtaroth. No, you lied. You got the devil in. He's got the devil in his heart. Yeah, boo. Ha. No. So, anyways, I gotta stop being wired here and just settle down, think positive. Anyways, there's nothing wrong with about thinking positive. I get trouble in the New Age, make a religion, a cult out of it. When you're at the firing squad, you got to think positive. Don't worry, be happy. I try to think as positive as I can, but I'm too broken down, too bitter. It's very hard for me to be positive. So, or an optimist. My glass is half full. So there's nothing wrong with me, but don't get wrapped up in that thinking positive cult. Ready, aim, don't worry, ha ha, be happy, woo woo. I don't know, because that's all madness too. But it's good to try and be positive because they are the negative. So if you're the positive, it makes sense activating the power of positivity, because it kind of nulls and voids them, right? So, but don't turn it into a cult. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands, see, oink, the squeegee tape say. Turn around, love the person that's behind you. Ah! Love them. Ah! I love you, brother. In the name of Jesus. Jesus. Like, oh, okay. Keep your love to yourself. So, anyways, gotta go. Thank you very much. Oh, and by the way, in passing here, I closed my Facebook account and my personal Facebook account. I closed them down. So if any of you are going there and going, oh, well, how come it didn't come out? That's why. So, hasta la vista, baby. It's a new song. Hasta la vista, baby.